Barbara Billingsley, born Barbara Lillian Combs on December 22, 1915, in Los Angeles, California, grew up during the difficult years of the Great Depression. Raised by her single mother after her parents' divorce, Barbara learned the value of hard work and developed an appreciation for culture and the arts. She attended Los Angeles Junior College before pursuing drama at the University of Southern California. To support herself while chasing her dreams of acting, she began modeling, which eventually led to her Hollywood debut. During the 1940s, Barbara appeared in a variety of small roles in films like Three Guys Named Mike, 1951, and The Bad and the Beautiful, 1952. Though these early roles were modest, they helped build a solid foundation in the industry, setting the stage for her future as a television icon. Becoming the quintessential TV mom, June Cleaver, Barbara Billingsley's defining role came in 1957, when she was cast as June Cleaver in the iconic family sitcom Leave It to Beaver. The show, which aired until 1963, became a staple of mid-20th century American television, portraying the idealized suburban family life. As June, Barbara portrayed the quintessential mother, nurturing, wise, and unwaveringly supportive. Her character, dressed impeccably in pearls and high heels while doing housework, became a symbol of maternal grace and strength. Billingsley's portrayal of June resonated deeply with audiences, and while the character was often parodied in later years for her perfectionism, Barbara's sincere performance turned June Cleaver into an enduring cultural icon. The warmth and authority Barbara brought to the role made her one of the most beloved TV mothers of all time. Life after Leave It to Beaver, a quiet resurgence. After Leave It to Beaver ended in 1963, Barbara Billingsley stepped back from the spotlight to focus on her family. She was a devoted mother, raising 2 sons, and took pride in her private life. For several years, Barbara made only occasional television appearances. However, in the 1980s, her career saw a resurgence, starting with her memorable comedic turn in the 1980 film Airplane, where she parodied her wholesome image by speaking jive to passengers. This humorous role showcased her sharp comedic timing and willingness to poke fun at her iconic role. Following this, Barbara returned to the character of June Cleaver in the 1983 television movie Still the Beaver and the subsequent series The New Leave It to Beaver, 1984 to 1989, where she played an older version of June, offering guidance to a grown-up beaver and his family. Iconic guest appearances and final roles. After the success of The New Leave It to Beaver, Barbara Billingsley made several guest appearances in television shows, solidifying her status as a beloved and versatile performer. She appeared in series like Parker Lewis Can't Lose, Empty Nest, Murphy Brown, and Roseanne. She also reprised her role as June Cleaver in various shows, including Elvira's Movie Macabre, Amazing Stories, and Baby Boom. In 1998, she appeared on Candid Camera alongside June Lockhart and Isabel Sanford in a spoof seminar on motherhood, showcasing her continued relevance in the entertainment world. Barbara's final film role was as Aunt Martha in the 1997 film version of Leave It to Beaver, and she made her final on-screen appearance in the 2003 TV movie Secret Santa. Barbara's personal life, love, loss, and family. Barbara Billingsley's personal life was marked by both joy and sorrow. She married 3 times, each relationship reflecting different stages of her life. Her first marriage, to Glenn Billingsley in 1941, brought her 2 sons, Drew and Glenn Jr. Although their marriage ended in divorce in 1947, Barbara remained focused on raising her children while continuing her career. In 1953, Barbara married Roy Kino, a talented British-born film and television director. Their marriage was cut short when Kino tragically died of a heart attack in 1956, just 3 years after their union. Despite this profound loss, Barbara's career soon took off with her role as June Cleaver. Her third marriage was to William S. Mortensen in 1959, a businessman who provided her with stability and companionship during her years of fame. Their marriage lasted over 2 decades, until Mortensen's passing in 1981. Barbara Billingsley's relationships, a story of strength. Throughout her marriages, Barbara Billingsley demonstrated resilience and strength. Her first marriage to Glenn Billingsley, though ending in divorce, was filled with early memories of raising her children. After the death of her second husband, Roy Kino, Barbara's life took an unexpected turn, and within months, she found herself stepping into one of television's most iconic roles. She married William S. Mortensen, who who was not involved in the entertainment industry, but supported her career wholeheartedly. Their marriage was marked by a deep connection, and Barbara found comfort in their shared life, away from the public spotlight. Together, they created a life that balanced her fame with personal serenity, a bond that lasted until Mortenson's death in 1981. Barbara's relationship with Jerry Mathers. Tensions behind the scenes. Behind the scenes of Leave It to Beaver, the relationship between Barbara Billingsley and her on-screen son, Jerry Mathers, was more complex than it appeared on screen. Initially, Barbara adored the young Jerry, who was polite, charming, and professional. However, as the series progressed, Jerry's behavior began to test Barbara's patience. He would sometimes show up late, forget his lines, and disrupt filming with jokes. While many of the crew and younger cast members found this endearing, Barbara, who was a consummate professional, became frustrated. She believed that Jerry was spoiled by his fame and the leniency shown to him by producers. Barbara often found herself correcting him off camera, and she felt that he lacked humility. These tensions grew as the series went on, and Barbara's frustration became more apparent, although she never directly criticized him in interviews. Resentment and the impact of fame. Barbara Billingsley's frustration with Jerry Mathers deepened after the show ended. She reportedly felt that Jerry distanced himself from her and the rest of the cast, especially as she tried to transition into other acting roles. She often found herself typecast as the perfect mother, a label that made it difficult for her to be taken seriously in other roles. Meanwhile, Jerry leaned into the fame that Leave It to Beaver had brought him, even as he stepped away from acting. Barbara's resentment also stemmed from what she perceived as a lack of gratitude from Jerry. He reportedly did not reach out to her during some of her most difficult years, when she was caring for a sick husband and facing professional challenges. This lack of acknowledgement left a lasting impact on Barbara, especially when a Leave It to Beaver reunion project was proposed in the 1980s. The reunion and Barbara's final thoughts on the show. When the idea of a Leave It to Beaver reunion was floated in the early 1980s, Barbara Billingsley was not enthusiastic about reprising her role. While Jerry Mathers was eager to return to the role of Beaver, Barbara reportedly bristled at the idea. She considered it a painful reminder of the years when she felt confined by her role as June Cleaver. According to some accounts, Barbara referred to the idea of returning to the role as walking back into a cage. Despite her feelings about the role, Barbara always maintained a professional demeanor in public and never openly criticized Jerry. However, privately, she expressed her discomfort with the show's enduring influence on her career. Her experience on Leave It to Beaver defined her, but also constrained her in ways that she struggled to reconcile later in life. Barbara Billingsley's legacy, a lasting impact. Barbara Billingsley's passing on October 16, 2010, marked the end of an era in television. She passed away peacefully at the age of 94 in her longtime home in Santa Monica, California. Her death was attributed to polymyalgia rheumatica, a chronic inflammatory condition common in older adults. In her final years, Barbara largely withdrew from the public eye, living quietly surrounded by close friends and family. Despite her withdrawal from the spotlight, tributes poured in from fans, co-stars, and television historians who remembered her, not just for her iconic role as June Cleaver, but for her grace, warmth, and professionalism, both on and off the screen. Her death marked the loss of a beloved figure who had come to symbolize the idealized American mother. A final rest, Barbara's peaceful goodbye. Barbara Billingsley was laid to rest at the Woodlawn Memorial Cemetery in Santa Monica, California, where many other notable figures from Hollywood's golden age are buried. Her gravesite has become a quiet place of remembrance for fans who continue to admire her work and legacy. Though she is no longer with us, Barbara's influence lives on through the countless reruns of Leave It to Beaver and the many hearts she touched with her portrayal of June Cleaver. Her legacy is one of warmth, wisdom, and strength, a testament to the lasting power of television and the timeless appeal of her character. Barbara Billingsley may have been the epitome of the perfect TV mother, but in her personal life, she was a complex and resilient woman who faced challenges with grace and dignity.